It's Nick from Nick's Hobby Corner, and we're back with part 3 of the Lowrider interior build. If you haven't seen parts 1 or 2, please go watch those first before watching this. Last time we left off with working on the dash and making this waterfall piece that will come down from the dash between the seats, so that's where we're going to pick up at. We're going to start by wrapping the piece in some gold nylon string to give it a nice accent. Give it the bend test to make sure the string isn't going anywhere, and it's time to get it glued in here. Looks nice. I think having more of the mix of light green in here is helping balance out the darker green. Now to start on the dash pad for the top of the dashboard. Trim the corners in to match the curve, and that should do it. We'll keep the dash pad nice and simple. Get our trusty CA glue out and press this dash pad in to make sure it has a nice little curve like the natural dashboard did, rather than just leaving the top flat. Now that that's in, we'll get some more gold nylon string to start accenting this dash and the separations. Time to jump on making the seats. If you remember in part 1, I had a pretty big fail trying to make those wraparound old school Lowrider swivel type seats. So we're going to pass on those this time around and just go for some simple flat seats. Maybe I'll give the curved wraparound seats a try on the next one. I'm doing the front portion of the seats in a lighter green button tuck, and then the rear just in a plain dark green to make them a bit more dynamic. Once the halves are glued together, I decided to trim up the bottom of the seats back at an angle so that the seats would sit slightly back rather than sitting just straight up. Seats are starting to take some shape, so I trim up some thin, long pieces of foam for a contrasting border and to close the sides in. And of course, back to the nylon string to tie these together with the rest of the interior. I think the seats look simple, yet effective, so pretty happy with the look. Decided to use an X-Acto knife to trim out a hole where I could glue in the chain steering wheel. I put in a dab of CA glue and just hold the steering wheel in by hand for a while until it seems like it's trying to hold its own weight. Now on to the pumps. I start by getting my Molotow chrome pens out and get going on the backing plates. Once I start moving up to the tanks though, I realize that with the size of the Molotow chrome pen nibs, even the tiny one, I'm not going to be able to completely paint these without airbrushing this Molotow chrome paint. With me moving around all my model stuff right now, I don't have access to my airbrush, so we're going to just have to scrap the pumps completely from this project. We get the seats glued in and decide that since we're not going to be doing the pumps, I'm going to create another custom shape coming down from the upper rear area and falling over the center console area to give the overall look more depth and interest. I just kind of freestyled this shape and changed it up a few times until I liked what I had. And of course, we finish it off with some gold nylon string. And that's the final presentation. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it for a first time attempt. Thanks again for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, that thumbs up, and leave a comment. It really does help the channel more than you guys know, and I really appreciate your support. And I will see you guys in the next one.